But I had a funny feeling. Because
Yeah,
it's CC.
yeah, right. We did. I did too. And then when BD put it in, he kept putting it in the chat. He kept Momo. He kept putting it in the chat. He was like, "She better not get suspended. She better not get suspended." I said, "They better not." And they better, and they sure did.
I fear because
And see, oh, thank you, Secret. Secret brought up a good point too.
what?
When she did it to AR, she never got suspended either. And AR
Exactly. So now we know
is
it's a
one more
pattern.
serious.
Now we know it's a pattern. You can do anything. Just don't do anything to Caitlin Clark, you're okay. But you do something to Angel, so y'all want to put them two together to lead the, then it's okay. Cause you know what? Izzy Harrison could have really hurt Angel.
Right, and they access her in the game of flagrant
Mm-hmm.
too. So it would have been a difference if they say, "Hey, we're gonna suspend her too." That's different. But you gave this woman no fouls during the game, none. You didn't even see. Even the commentator said it was incidental.
Exactly.
They right there at the game.
It looked bad because when she landed on her, I guess somebody, I don't know if somebody pushed her into her, but yeah.
This is crazy. Also, where they're allowing one particular team to bully these players.
Right, and then Caitlin Clark kind of started. It's personal with her because of how Dewada left, and they said how Dewada probably said she didn't want to play with CC, and then CC called AT a B. So
Yeah, Miss D, this is diabolical.
I just found this out.
Yeah, I did too. And
Next time, Rashida.
the links let McCown go too.
Wow, that quick.
Yeah, Fee must be coming back.
Yeah.
It says upon post game review, the Phoenix Mercury's Alyssa Thomas has received a flagrant foul 2 penalty and a 1 game suspension
Okay, hold
for.
on. If you gave Alyssa Thomas, okay, Izzy Harrison got kicked out the game and had a flavor too, but they didn't come back and suspend Izzy for a game.
Right, that's what we saying. Who is who? Right, that's what. Look, they got that little logo up there, and this is what they posted.
Exactly. Where you at? What website?
It's on Threads, and
Okay.
it said a 1 game suspension for recklessly making contact with her fist to the throat area of Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark. It was announced today by the WNBA. The incident for which Thomas was deemed to have committed a non-basketball act occurred with 6 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Fever on the game last night. Per WNBA rule, the league office has the option following its review of any game. They have the option.
Okay.
They
Okay.
they put
Right.
they
Okay.
put
So you
it
had
in
an
their
option, right?
words. Look, they said
Right.
the league office has the option following
Right.
its review any game to reclassify a flagrant foul or classify a flagrant of any foul. But she didn't get no foul.
Right.
Oh, okay, of any
So
foul not
you waited.
called. Okay, they said
Nothing was
of it.
called.
They said, but they're saying that they can do that after they review, even
Okay,
though a
fine.
foul is not
You
called.
reviewed it, but guess what? You
Hold
gave
on.
Izzy a flagrant two. You gave Isabel Harrison a flagrant two. You kicked out the game. She was laughing. You Isabel Harrison yanked Angel down. It could have caused injury, but y'all didn't go back and suspend her. You just gave her a flagrant two. So okay, y'all, there's a double standard. So a flagrant two means you could suspend for 1 game. And what she did was malicious because it was not a basketball play what Izzy did. Just like you try to claim that what AT did was a basketball play. Isabel Harrison play was not a basketball play either because it's a personal beef between, well, not between, Angel don't have no people her. The beef is only one sided. But you suspended AT but not Isabel Harrison because the game they played against the back to back game, Izzy Harrison was not supposed to play against the Dream again. There should be a suspension for that game.
And they was talking about how AB did Kai yesterday. That could have caused a fatal injury. You don't see no suspension with her. Is that
I'm trying to put
instant?
it. I'm trying to put it with next to Angel, because now you always they always want to put them two together. So I said you treated Angel different. You didn't get her the benefit of the doubt of Izzy getting the suspension.
And yep, everybody posting it, and it's just crazy. Everybody posting, people. I can't. You can't make this stuff up.
Hey Jay,
You
yeah, you
can.
can't make it up.
You
I had a
can.
funny feeling last night. I said, you know what, they gonna find a way to suspend At. They did it.
Yeah, you kind of know something was gonna cook up, but you wouldn't have thought this because they didn't call anything in the game. But let me see.
Hey, her
Let
after
me
life. How
see.
you doing?
Um, let me see.
The question
Uh,
is, where is Fee and NECA?
hey, hey, her active life. Hey, Jay. Um, hey, BD.
Hey BD.
I know you said she better not, and I knew when you kept saying it in the chat today, you was kind of speaking it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of was saying it was gonna happen without saying it was gonna happen. That's why you were saying she better not.
But where is NECA and Fee? This should be helping her appeal that. It's not fair.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This
Yeah,
is crazy.
yeah, it is.
I mean, it's like double standard. They're doing it right in front of our faces, and man, I mean, a lot of stuff you hear about and we see it in certain things, but good grace, we can't even watch sports. Yes, BD. They suspended her, gave her a flagrant 2. They posted that they have a right to watch the videos, and if they feel like it's more than what it is, they can do that.
They full of it.
It's
I
all
want
on
to appeal that.
threads.
Yeah.
And social medias. If it's on threads, you know it's on the social medias.
It's probably on TikTok, all everywhere. ADP?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I heard you. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
like I was reading I'm reading the chat a little bit. Sorry, Miss D.
Oh, okay.
It is the same word, BD. That's double. That's double standards. When we couldn't even get talking about complete sentences. Heck, we couldn't even get the run-ons for Angel Reese. We didn't get nothing. They brushed it under the rug. They said nothing. So miss me with it's not about race. You can say what you want to say, but miss me with that. When
Right.
you have the receipts and you have the evidence, because if it was a receipt, they would have posted as quick as they posted about AT, they would have quickly posted about Angel Reese in the situation that happened that could have caused severe harm. And
Right.
she got a flagrant 2 at the game.
And she got kicked out
Not
the game. And AT didn't get none of that. But you wait to after the game to go back and come on, stop it. Kathy, we're not serious. And everybody know that you think, Hey Kappa. Oh, he said he didn't see the foul, even though they watched the game. Oh wow.
Yeah, it is definitely about that. They just want to. It's no way. Let me tell you something. Um, they have got so comfortable with this, and they have been allowed to do this that they're doing it in front of our faces over and over again. And the reason why they have no remorse and no problem with it is because they've been allowed to do it. But I'm gonna make myself clear. Enjoy it while you can, because there are some fighting warriors out there. There are some praying warriors out there. So enjoy it while you can, because you're sitting here watching all this stuff go on, the head of the organization, and
Mm-hmm.
you're doing nothing except for certain people. How dare you when you have your own children? Like, come on, let's keep it the main thing, the main thing. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care about nothing about your background, organization. What I care about is treating everybody equal and fair. If you're gonna call it for one, call it for the other one. That's it. That's it. This is not something where fans want it all their way or nothing like that. This is keeping it 100. If you're gonna call it one way, call it the other way. That's all we saying.
Look,
But we
I
see that.
guess I
Go
guess
ahead,
because
Misty.
her claim she had an injury, but come on, Angel was probably sore from being yanked down and yanked all around. But y'all didn't think about her physical health. Like, come on, y'all not serious. Are y'all really showing that y'all trying to favor one player? And that's why other players are like, you know what? But NECA, I want to see NECA and Fee speak up. Come on now.
We've seen it with Dejanay. We've seen it with Kennedy Carter. Um, when it comes to a particular player, we've seen it now in all the games, because everything that the player can do, if someone else does it, they get the fouls, they get suspended, they get the flagrants, and then here and there they'll throw a foul or something in there to try to make it look good. Okay, and we supposed to believe that. Now, I don't know, when you sit. I know players have their personal opinions, and I guess it doesn't count when you on the bench that you can call players beasts and all that kind of stuff, and I guess that doesn't count, because they do. I know they do zoom the camera on you, but I guess you could say that too, huh? But if it had been somebody else, they probably, oh, they on the bench, we still gonna suspend them. No, they never have been. They never have been, Chicago. They never have been.
It's mad because they pressure CC went to the locker room. But even then, come on now. Stop it. And then, like I said, to assess a flagrant two, even though you didn't, the referees didn't see anything wrong as far as a flagrant after the fact, and then suspended her for one game. That's not cool.
And see what's happening is they are trying their hardest to get under your feathers, but they're not winning. Because one thing people got to understand, about our black queens, is that we are fighters. We more fighters than we know. Like, I mean, even our kings out there, don't get it twisted now. Our kings out there, they some firefighters too. And I guess that's what I'm used to as being a black queen in America, where I've had the men that have been in my life. We might not always agree, but I tell you what, when it comes to taking up and standing ground for a black queen like me, they have done that. You know, so I don't know. They're gonna mess around and find out. That's what I'm saying. Because we doing everything we can do, guys. We on the social medias. We're voting the petition. I got to go and sign this petition on Threads for Angel. We still doing a petition for Angel stuff,
Oh,
Miss
okay.
D.
Where's the what site is that? What's the
It's on
name?
Threads. Her name is. They got two of them, but we still like. Why we got to do a petition? But you know what? I told you, when we fight together, we win together.
I
Um,
wonder what the players say. With their response. Does anybody respond on Threads that you know of?
I'm looking. I don't see. I just see a lot of. I see a lot of. Let me pull Threads up right quick. Mumu just having him a good time back there. I'm gonna take him outside today after Keisha now, because guys, it's so hot outside. I have to take him like 8 o'clock for about 30 minutes when it cools
Right, it
off,
is.
because
It's
he's
hot
been
over
doing
here.
so good. No treatments, no breathing treatments, no me
That's
going
good.
to the emergency room or nothing like that. So it's been good because Kason usually change with the weather, Miss D, but
Mm.
it's been doing good. He hasn't. Um, let's
Yeah,
get
the
up.
pollen. Pollen happen when it get
Oh,
hotter and all
yeah,
that
now
type of
that
stuff.
pollen will eat them up.
Hmm.
I be in there because I say, because what happened to Kaden, I said I never second guess or think any kind of way. I'm going right in there. So, let me get that up. Let me get it up here. Okay, guys, this is the letter that the WNBA put out on Threads. This is just a fan reacted to it. She said, "This is pure trash. Y'all know this. Is this what you want? Sending a message and using a decorative player who has done far more than this girl in the league. Wow, wow. I am truly appalled. So you have now basically green lit the team and those players to do whatever they want. That's coming from a fan. Um, yeah, everybody coming. Everybody come. I mean, you have some that agree with it, and you have some that are riding with AT. A lot of fans are riding with AT on this. And what the crazy part, like earlier, I have to, these social media as far as the ESPNs and all that kind of stuff, you know how they are, you know what their comments gonna be. That's why you have to ignore some of those some of those places or whatever. Um, Let me see. They got. Yeah, somebody said this is a very poor call, especially when you look at the replay of real time speed. There's no way you call this a F2 when Isabel
Exactly.
When Isabel Harrison's F2 did not receive the penalty or more harsh penalty, and we fighting on the to express our feelings on social media, and they doing petitions. Let me
Exactly.
I mean, and still ain't said nothing. But you didn't even wait 24 hours. You didn't even wait 24 hours.
Like I said, Izzy got a flagrant two. A flagrant two. No, ain't that? I gotta see the rules. Ain't that a suspension? At least one game. You get kicked out the game, and you get a flagrant two. That's a 1 game suspension. So why she didn't get a suspension?
And you ain't hear them say nothing about they reviewed it, because don't come with that.
Exactly.
Don't come if they come with that and say something like that.
They, you know
Let me
what?
tell you
Like I
guys
said,
something.
Kathy,
It's more than one way
Kathy,
to skin a cat. See, they
you're
think
not
they
no
got us
good.
in the trick bag, Miss D, but they
Right.
don't.
That's no good. That's no Kathy. You wrong for this. And I need, like I said, I need Fee, Stewie, and NECA to kind of speak up. Like this is a double standard. Just if you're not gonna suspend one player, don't spend another player for egregious act as you claim.
Oh, good. Some good news. AT been nominated in the FC. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. See what's wrong. My moment.
18 and hey everybody, hey Bryant, Belinda, AL 504, Brazil. Uh,
Okay, that's okay. Breathe in. Remember what
oh,
mommy told you?
I guess
Breathe out.
BD is in the back.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Hey, BD. Look now. Look, we supposed to be talking about Phyllis Waters. Go ahead.
Listen, I know you get on my back about being positive, but ADP, fuck that positive shit today.
oh, hey, no F bombs,
Watch your
no F
language,
bombs,
BD.
no F
F
bombs.
that
BD.
positive shit today.
You can say
Hey,
what you
hey,
want, but watch
hey,
the language, BD.
no cussing
Okay,
early. That's not night hours
look,
or what's the
Yeah.
place hours.
look,
Yeah.
YouTube excuse him. He's sorry. He didn't mean to say them creative words. We told him he can
um,
speak it at 10 o'clock.
how how they suspend AT, but they didn't suspend Izzy?
Exactly.
Make
But you know
that
what? I
make
had a funny
sense.
feeling. I had a funny feeling
Make
they was gonna
that
do
make
something.
sense.
I know, we know. I had a funny
Now,
feeling.
I understand AT history, right? She has a history of being
Yeah, but she
dirty.
was never
So,
suspended. Never. Hold on,
but
hold on, hold on. BD,
I
BD,
get
BD.
that. I know
She
she
never
ain't
had a
never been
suspension
suspended.
or a
I know
flagrant.
that.
Yeah, so
I
there's
know
no
that.
history. You
I'm
can't say it.
saying I do.
Hold on, you can't say
I
it's a
do
history.
understand. No,
You can't say it's a
you
history
can't
because
say
of that.
it's a
Oh, one
history.
Yes, you
person at a
can.
time.
You
Let
can.
Miss D follow up what you said, and then you follow up what she said.
It can't be a history because guess what? She never been suspended. They never really hit her with a flagrant that I know of, and so it's no history. So now you try to go on what some of the dirty stuff she do, but guess what? The refs didn't call it, so no foul,
Well, here's the thing. They didn't call the foul when it happened.
I know that. We know that.
So, like, what the hell is this? Now, all of a sudden, it's a flagrant two? What
Yeah, they
the?
went back. They went back and said, "Oh, it's a
That
flagrant
is
two."
nuts.
I
But you
know.
ain't go back to see Angel Reese get thrown on her head? You
Exactly. And
ain't
the girl
go
got
back
kicked
for
out. The
that?
girl Izzy got kicked out and started laughing. And she laughed about it.
And that was a flagrant two that they
I
called on the
know.
floor. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is that? Well, I know what it is, but it
Oh yeah,
doesn't
we know
make
what
it
it
right.
is. We know what it is.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is, but it don't make it right. I think it's really messed up.
It is.
And
I
I
had a
hope
funny
they
feeling.
appeal.
I had a funny feeling.
They need to appeal that. They definitely need to appeal that. Now, do I agree that it wasn't a basketball play,
She ain't
right?
just a physical Bryant. She's very dirty. Look, I respect HT as a Hall of Famer, but she do some dirty stuff sometimes. No,
Yeah,
Brian,
it
so we
was.
gonna go there.
Now, what she did was not a basketball play, but do it warrant a suspension? No,
Well, I can't
no,
say that. I can't say that because
no. I could say that
no, hold
because
on. When she shouldn't have kind of when she fell, she shouldn't have got up by on
yeah,
Taylor's
she put
body.
her
And then
fist in her neck. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that was bad.
but no. If the
No,
referees didn't call it no harm, no foul, you can't go back and no take backsies, no take backsies. You can't go back and say, "Oh,
yeah,
now I'm
that's
gonna
my
put
thing.
you."
If you called it on the floor and then she
Exactly.
even got suspended, I would have been okay with that. But you didn't call it on the floor. You ain't called nothing.
BD, let me show you into evidence A where they say it. They can do whatever they want to do, and they can do that. In this right here, it says that they can go back. Their WNBA rule, the league office has that option following its review of any game to reclassify a flagrant foul or to classify a flagrant any foul not called as such during a game and may impose a yes. Chicken nuggets. You want chicken nuggets too? Okay. Let's go chicken nuggets. Okay. And or suspension. So Thomas will serve her suspension on June 27th when the Mercury visit the Tempo.
Well, where's the players union at? They got to appeal that because that's
You
not
know what?
cool.
Right. I don't, that's what I'm saying. NECA and Fee. They good players, but they just they be falling asleep at the wheel.
Hey, Miss D, you're being nice. They soft.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Jacob. Yep, they are.
Miss D,
Yeah, because that's not right.
I just learned about this news. I was actually surprised. I said they actually
Yeah.
suspended her.
Show said something about it. That's how I found out. But yeah. You know what? I had a funny feeling that was gonna happen. I had a funny feeling. I was like, you watch they suspend AT, and it happened.
Yeah, I'm not with that though. The double standard is so egregious. It's laughable how egregious the double standard is.
It is. I know Angel sitting in the back like, hold on. This girl almost ripped my neck off, and y'all suspended AT, and she just did a little something, something. So stop it.
Now, I mean, the play
And what's
it
so
wasn't a
crazy about it
basketball
is,
play.
and what's so crazy about it, and we see it time and time again, no matter how hard they trying to come at Angel Reese, she still wind up winning and making history. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Now this right here is crazy. Something has to be done. Somebody else in upper management who, like you said, the people that are in charge of like Neck and Fee and all of them. I need them to speak up. Somebody has to speak up for the double standard, because if you're gonna do it for one, this is what we're saying. Point blank. excuse me, guys. If you're going to do it for one, make sure that you do it for the other. Nobody asking you to do no favoritism or nothing like that. Just make it fair across the board. What's not fair is you take one player and their life and their career and say, "Oh, we ain't gonna even drop let alone a paragraph. We're not even gonna drop a word of a response on it." And they had Angel's situation far more earlier than they just had this situation, and it took them less than 24 hours to come up with this decision. So we gotta wait till Jesus come back to get something from. Sorry, Jesus, I ain't trying to put you in this. Let me take that back. We gotta wait for 365 days over plus for them to respond for Angel.
Well, my thing is that if you're going to start suspending people, you better start suspending everybody anytime you got a non-basketball play. Everybody need to go down at this point. You can't pick and choose who you want to suspend and pick and choose what you consider to be flagrant in a non-basketball play.
Girl.
Nah.
Hold on. Ain't CC a girl?
Absolutely.
Okay, they try to protect hold on, they try to protect your girl.
But that doesn't make it right.
I didn't say that.
I know right from wrong.
I know, but they try to protect your girl, right? We all know she's the golden child, the great white hope, right? Huh?
I mean, she is what she is, Miss D.
I mean, what?
I didn't make her that.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
No, I'm just saying I ain't make her that. The league made her that. I mean, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I've always been that. I've never hid that from anybody.
Now read ITP. Anyone with common sense who watched that video could see that CC slipped on her own, and AT slipped, and her hands were on CC's shoulder.
Yeah,
CC
it just
started
looked bad.
wiggling her arms and legs.
It just looked bad because of the fit. That's it. It didn't even.
No, listen. The play happened.
Yeah,
CC
and Jacob, they said it. They said it was. Even the commentators said it was incidental.
So, it was incidental. CC hit the floor first. She wasn't pushed to the ground. She had slipped and hit the floor. She wasn't pushed to the ground or nothing like that.
Izzy play was horrible because she actually grabbed Angel by her neck and pulled her down. What could have hurt her? You could have hurt her knee.
They're not going to review that sadly.
And then the way she acted,
they're gonna do something, Jacob. They better.
They're not.
They're gonna do something.
It's been a week, ADP. They ain't not gonna do
I know. They're gonna do something.
Yeah, the Izzy thing is done.
Yeah.
That's done.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It doesn't make sense to go back to a play that was like 2-3 weeks ago and just say, "Oh, you're suspended." That would make
it was just a week ago.
Sense to wait. Look, and it don't make sense to wait less than 24 hours to suspend somebody.
That makes way more sense than 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Right, because look, you go back and give her a flagrant, and then suspend her when the referee didn't kick her out the game. And then get her a flagrant foul.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it took you less than 24 hours to do that. But guess what? Exactly. They may not do. Listen. They may not do something. They may not do nothing. But watch what I tell you. Sometimes in life, guys, things don't have the solutions. Don't happen the way we think they're going to happen, especially when it comes to a player like Angel Reese, right? But don't get it twisted. Whether we see it or not, it's going to be done in a different way. I promise you. Because what they thinking is they're getting ready to keep playing in our face as fans and stuff like that. But it's the people that are fans that are in bigger positions that react. Like I said, they move in silence.
All right, I got a question for y'all, but this is
Secret said ADP. We know how our God works. No weapon formed against will prosper. He putting her through adversity, like he did Joe. Woo! Look, secrets. Somebody said something to me, and I just be like. I'll be like, I don't want to hear that. They was like, they kept saying, you remind me of such and such. I said, look, can I get Noah? Can I get Gideon? Why I gotta get Job? But okay.
Right. Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, they was like, you remind me of Kason, calm down, baby. They was like, you remind me of the new Job. And I said, Job?
Yeah.
Oh, because the stuff I went through and still standing, right?
Right.
I said, can I get Gideon? Look, I even take Isaac. Somebody. Elijah, give me, you know. But yeah.
Can I ask y'all a question? This don't
Go
got
ahead.
nothing to
Let
do
me calm Mumu
with your
down. Okay, go
topic,
ahead.
though. I'm just curious. The All-Star voting. Do y'all find it odd that Angel Reese is still 7th, but CC done jumped 3 whole spots?
Exactly. See? Yep, exactly. BD, you should know that they trying to make they still trying to hold on to that CC as the face of the league and the generational talent mess, and she's not. She's a good
Well,
player. She's a
okay,
good.
but my
Hold on. She's a good player, and but she's not generational, and she's not the face of the league. You can't keep pushing that narrative when we see her play. She's okay. Don't get me
okay,
wrong.
okay, well, I disagree with you on the generational part.
She's
Now,
not.
I agree with you
What makes
on
her?
the face of the league part.
She's not
I
What makes her?
disagree
generational.
with you
Hold
on the
on.
I don't
generational
think
part.
even know
What makes her
generational.
Okay,
generational?
guys, let Miss D go, and then
Okay,
then you guys can go.
okay. What makes her generational, BD?
She's changed the way the game is played. That's
No,
what a
she's not.
generational
She
play.
never
Yeah,
no. How she
listen.
Who
how she
changed the
changed the
I,
game?
game?
Wait a minute.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
let,
hold on, hold
let
on.
me answer the question.
How
You
did she
said
change the game the way?
how did she
Wait,
change the
hold on, guys. I want to ask BD, who you talking about changed the game?
CC.
I'm saying a
Oh, okay.
generation.
Let's keep it
My
moving. He's
okay,
entitled to his opinion. Then you follow
yeah,
up, Miss
Go
D. Go
ahead.
this is
ahead.
my opinion.
Well,
My
okay.
definition of a generational player is someone
She
who
didn't change
changes the
nothing, but we
way
gonna leave that alone.
the game is played.
Miss D, hold
Miss
on.
She didn't
D,
change nothing.
You can eat
She
him
didn't
up
change
in a
nothing.
minute. Hold
the
on. You can eat your brother up in a minute. Go ahead,
the
BD.
numbers suggest she has
She ain't got no
changed the way the
numbers.
game is
No,
played.
she
I
no,
do
she
got
has not.
listen. They
We ain't talking
take
no
way
numbers.
more three
No,
pointers
no, they
now.
don't. No, they
In the
don't.
past 3 years,
No, they
the
don't.
league is taking
No,
more
they
three
didn't.
pointers than they
Been
did
taking.
in the
They've
past
been taking.
Okay,
15
okay,
years,
okay.
Miss D.
No,
I
they
What
tell
are
you
you
didn't.
what.
talking about?
What are you talking about?
BD, it's
That ain't
okay.
happen in a vacuum.
No,
That
BD,
didn't
no, it's
happen
not.
in a vacuum.
BD, you a Johnny come lately. You don't know
BD,
what's going on.
it's
Stop it.
okay. Miss D, it's okay. It's okay, guys. Take a deep breath. Woosah. Breathe in, breathe out.
But
We
BB, I'm
not
okay.
listen.
BD
Let
just
B,
he just something. He's something.
BD is look. We're gonna let BD get his opinion off, Miss D, and then you come back and you cook with your opinion. Okay, let him get his opinion off. Where I don't want to make this show completely about that player. I look, my mind and my
I know
body
he
and my
is T
soul don't
Carmelo.
want that
He
today.
is speaking crazy. He's speaking crazy.
So,
It's not crazy at all.
He's crazy.
it's
You,
his,
it,
it's his,
it's
it's his.
just
No, it's not.
it's the
No, it's
Okay,
same.
not.
It's the same waste.
okay.
No, it's not.
The same.
It's
BD.
not.
Not even just talk about it because I don't want. I'm not a back and forth
All
type
right,
of person.
let's get back to
Yeah,
AT.
let's get back to the topic
Because he
because
don't know
if
what you're
it's
talking
gonna
about.
keep
And
being back
nobody
and
agree
forth
with you in the
like that,
chat. So there you
then
go.
no. But at the end of the day, Miss D, you know how BD is. He's entitled to his
I know
opinion,
he's a
and you
glazer.
entitled to
He's a
your
glazer.
opinion.
But no, ain't no
And
That's not
opinion.
glazing. It's math.
No, he's glazing, but
How's
go
that
ahead.
math?
Math, Miss
We gonna
D.
let
okay,
It's
so
math.
No, it's
let's
not.
get back to the matter at hand because I'm gonna redo my title, America, and we're gonna do Phyllis tomorrow, okay? But let's get back to the matter at hand, guys.
Right.
Well, we
That's
don't
right.
have to sit and spend an hour or 30 minutes talking about this particular player because
Right.
it's
You're
bigger
right.
than the player. The player really, at the end of the day, you can say, "Oh, she to blame," but guess what, guys? At the end of the day, it starts with the head. The head has
Exactly.
allowed
Kathy,
her.
enjoy this.
And
Kathy, enjoy
anytime
this.
somebody allow you to do something,
Exactly.
you're going to continue to do it. So yeah, we
Exactly.
can say, yeah, she knows what she's doing and blah, 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 but yet she's still growing. So she hasn't got it yet where everything is not, when you cry wolf, everything is not going to fall in your place. But because they have allowed this type of behavior,
Right.
they have pushed, they have singled out all the other players. We have so many great players in the W, but they don't get to have to be experienced or acknowledged because we're steady focusing on one particular player and team. For me,
Right.
I apologize to the WNBA players that I have not talked about or have been doing great things because every single day it's something with this team. It's something with the players. And if it keeps being like that, then I have to take my mental and myself out of the whole thing. So for me, that's why I go over the history of the vets. That's why I go and do different things, like have a safe place where we can talk about whatever we want to talk about, because it is draining for the fans to continue to have to watch this happen. And no matter how hard we go at social media, it's not going to happen in our timing. May not happen the way we want it to, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen just because you don't see it. If it's an inch of something happening, that's good.
BD,
but
quit
we're
typing
not
stuff.
going to know everything.
Happen. It's not going to happen, BD. Stop it. Stop typing silly stuff in the chat. You lost. The end.
I have a question on it, but
let me tell you,
y'all just don't want to do the math, but it's okay.
Let me be clear about this too, and I'll let you. I heard Jacob say something. Let me be clear. This talent that's coming in next year, they're multi-talented. They're not in one box. Exactly. So, and I even heard Audie Crooks say, she went over there because she's trying to get herself together for the W. I love the positive talk. Whatever you need to do, whatever.
We don't watch you over there. We don't watch you over there. We don't watch.
Well, Jacob, it don't even matter. Look, you do whatever you got to do to get into the W.
BD, just leave it alone. Nobody agree with you.
Hey man, hey,
you ain't got to agree. You can't argue facts.
Jacob,
you can argue opinion. You can't argue facts. Math is math, bro. Math is math.
Let it go. You
okay. Miss D, I'm gonna mute you and BD. Y'all in timeout. We don't have to yell, guys. We're all right here.
Hey, hold on.
It's okay. It's okay. The chat want to be able to hear what everybody is saying. Woosah, because this water is not strong enough. I need my Mountain Dew today, boy. This bottled water. I'm trying to be good, guys, and do healthy and everything in America. But BD and Miss D is causing me to want a Mountain Dew today, a strong Mountain Dew too. But
man, I
Jacob,
love Mountain Dew.
What if look, Jacob? And look, and Juju may, and she may not. She may just go ahead and come out, and she may decide to, stay another year. But if she coming out next year, they got so much talent coming out, and these young players are hungry.
Who's coming out?
And they have more than one talent. I'm gonna say that, and then we'll get back to keeping the main thing. Yeah,
you got Juju, you got Hidalgo. You got Sarah Strong here. It's going to be a good class next year. It's going to be a strong class
but I'm saying like this. They're not inside no box.
Let Jacob talk. We don't want to hear you no more right now.
Miss D, be nice. And I get... But guys, believe it or not, BD and Miss D go back and forth. But we are in our woosah moment. So I'm not going to let them go back and forth because we got a game to watch. Keisha and Tony be on at... I think they coming on at 6:00. You know what I'm saying? Miss D be doing her thing too. They getting into the men's sports and stuff. So make sure y'all go check them out. Even if you just leave a comment or you just sub or a thumbs up, make sure you do that for Miss D and BD's channel. Let me see. Yeah, and Jackie, that's what I got to remind myself sometimes, boy. Jackie said Romans 12:19 said, "Vengeance is mine," said the Lord, "and I will repay." Watch how God handles it. That's what I be saying. Even with my life situation, when stuff be hitting me and coming at me, Momo, calm down, baby. And when stuff be coming at me, I have to remind myself not to go to a 10, not to take stuff into my own hands. The only thing I do is if you come in my lane, I have every right to react. But I got to watch myself, Jackie. Sometimes I need to put the oil on myself. You just keep ADP in prayer. That's all I'm saying, Jackie. Did y'all see the NCAA change the rules on eligibility?
Yeah, I saw that. I
seen that.
Do a story about it. But you're right, real money. Yeah, you did tell me that AT might get suspended. You said that.
Yeah, BD said it. BD was saying it, and then he was saying it in the chat earlier when
He
Bro
was
Cloud
saying
was
that
talking
because
about.
he wanted his CC to get her revenge. That's all.
No, he didn't say that.
No, that's not what I
He actually
said.
said the opposite.
See, look at you.
He said that she better not get suspended. He kept
Right.
repeating that. I said, and when he said that, and when he kept posting, I said, BD trying to tell us she
No,
gonna
I'm
get
messing with him.
suspended
I'm
without
messing with him.
saying it.
I'm messing with him. I know.
I
Oh,
know.
okay
You know
then.
I love you, Miss D.
Yeah,
You know I love.
right.
Yeah, you know I love you. But yeah, that because it pissed me off to think that they would suspend her after they did not suspend Izzy. Like
Exactly.
the double
Right,
standard
Kish.
is so egregious. Like it make me not want to watch it. And
And
I
that's
love the
what
women's basketball, but that turned me off. Like that turned me off. Like I'm not going to hold you. Like
a Kish, you know they were gonna respond about it, but you know they gonna respond like that with Angel. But watch how he twist that, and because they want to talk about all her what she doing. They just want to talk about her rebounds. God changed that too. Big Girl said Psalms 105:15, guys. Hey, we got the encouragement coming up in here today. Hey, Political, how are you? What's up, fam? They protecting their asset. You
Hey,
know it,
political.
Political. You know it.
Yeah, that's right, political.
Yeah, right, Jackie. Because like Miss D brought up a good point. When AT did it to Angel, she did not get suspended. She did. Did she get kicked out of the game, Miss D? I think she got kicked out. Did she get kicked out of the game?
No.
18.
No.
Okay, she
No.
just got okay.
nah, she didn't get kicked out. But my thing is, they didn't call it on
Right,
the floor.
Capital. Right,
That's
Capital.
my main
No,
thing.
no, we talking about when AT slept body slam Angel. No, she didn't get kicked out.
Right. He
But they
does know.
called it on the floor, though. That was the
Yes.
difference. They called that foul. They didn't call that foul yesterday.
No,
They
we're
let
not talking
them
about yesterday.
play.
We're not talking about yesterday. We talking about yesterday. But we also talk about when AT. You said she had a history when AT body slam Angel. That's what we talking about.
Hold on, let me look it
Oh,
up.
she did kicked out. Okay, she got kicked out the game. Okay, but she didn't get suspended though.
No, she didn't.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. And see,
She should have, though.
I'm telling y'all this shit and y'all won't listen to me. What the fuck is this?
we tell you about 10 o'clock language, Jacob.
Man, I don't give a damn.
Yes, you do. On this one, you do.
Jacob and BD, the F bombs. It's not D block. No F bombs.
I didn't curse, though.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I came in a little hot.
You did.
I came in a little hot.
Yeah,
I did.
BD and Jacob's gonna be on the 2-day suspension, Miss D. They keep acting up. I don't get it twisted. If you have to use your creative words, then fine. But use it 10 and after. Use it at 10 p.m. and after. During the daytime, we don't want to hear all that creative language in America. I don't.
All right, well, at the end of the day, they got to do something with the double standard, though, because it's not right, and you're going to turn a lot of people off with that BS.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's
absolutely.
BS.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is. It's BS.
Yeah.
Like you don't suspend Izzy, but you suspend AT. Now, I think they suspended AT because they had to take Caitlin Clark out the game after that. But I don't think that should have had anything to do with anything. Look, if you're going to call it, you got to call it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like we all see now, you just trying to protect your investment. You're not trying to play basketball or keep it basketball. This was political. This wasn't basketball. This is some political stuff.
And listen, real money. She might have history, but so do everybody else.
Right.
So do everybody else. Nobody is perfect and nobody is exempt. If you're going to cast one stone, you need to cast them on everybody else, not just one person. People, all people have something.
And why they kick
I love you, real money, though.
Caitlin Clark out the game or anybody out the game when they cuss at the referees. She be cussing at the referees and doing all type of stuff, and they don't suspend her or give her a fine. So
that's a league issue, Miss D. That's the front office. Not I won't even say front office. The people in the league are sorry.
Right,
the front office, the league front office
but
is
you
sorry.
know what? Kathy last year when they asked her about the situation, she enjoyed this. Kathy liked this. She liked this drama. because she is just selling. No, all publicity is good publicity to her, so that's good for her. She like it mess.
Yeah, but the obvious racial bias that's going on here is disgusting, in my opinion. And let's
She
call
liked
it what
this.
it
She
is.
said she
It's a
liked it. They
racial
asked her. They
bias.
asked her. They asked her about the racial thing, and she kind of said she kind of ignored it. But she liked to. She wanted to compare it to Magic and Bird. She said that. So she liked this. She knows what's going on. When she not doing anything about it. She's not gonna do anything
Yeah,
about it.
but here's the thing: when we were talking Magic and Bird, we didn't have internet and social
I
media for
know that. I
Magic
know
and
that.
Bird.
But she's enjoying this. I keep telling you that. Go back to that MSNBC video they made with her. She would not answer that question directly about the racial undertones. She don't care. Okay, where you at? You
Yeah,
close to a plane? Where the hell you
no,
at?
I'm on the street. I'm not
No,
on.
she trying to tell you she wants you to get on that plane.
She want me
No,
to
I
get
can't
off
hear
the
it. Look,
main
every
road.
time you talking, I hear. I'm like, what the heck is
Yeah,
they
you
doing?
hear the cars passing by because
No,
I'm
no,
on
but why
my
it sound
way
like a
home.
plane? Why it sound like a plane?
I don't know.
And
It's just
look,
the wind, I guess.
Jesus.
The wind from the cars passing, but I could move up some, so the cars don't. You don't hear the cars so much. Um, but yeah, I don't like the racial biasness, and it's clear and evident now. And they got it. Like, I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know as a
well,
fan
you
what
know, they say,
exactly to do about it.
they be wanting the black queens to fight and stuff like that, but then again, they be saying we need to stay in our place and we too emotional. But they sure want to use us to fight for stuff, don't they, America? I'm just saying, but this type of thing right here, we got. I mean, we can only do talk about it from our platform, social media. Like I'm dropping artwork. I got some artwork I got to drop for Mill and Kennedy and Slim today. And Alicia Gray, she's not feeling good. Like I really, because I love the
And Alexis
game, I respect
Morris
the
and
players.
Kennedy Carter. I mean, drop a pain with Alexis Morris and Kennedy Carter. Go ahead.
I
No,
mean,
I'm gonna let Alexis Morris be your project, Miss D.
is this the
I can't
basketball
draw.
version
I
of
can't draw.
Carmelo Anthony? Like,
What you
is
mean?
like it's hard for a black person can't plead self-defense in America now. So now a
Right,
black
right,
person
right,
can't have a flagrant foul call. Like, I
right,
know it don't make sense, but
right.
to me the parallel lines of it all make sense
Yeah.
to me.
Overall racism. Right. Overall double standard.
And
Right,
that's what
right.
I
Yeah.
know to T Carmella in chat. I know that you guys are all tired. I know y'all guys are tired because I'm tired. And people that they don't get it. It's not just we're tired in the basketball world. It's all across the world that we're dealing with this type of stuff. And we want to be able to come to our sports world where we can enjoy the sports and take the politics out of it. But the more and more that basketball moves up, the more and more politics are coming out. The hidden politics are coming out. The politics they don't care. They're gonna do it in your face coming out. They can say what they want to say, but this is definitely about race and those who are minority or Caucasian that speak out for minority is about them as well.
Yeah, I
So
didn't mean to mention Carmelo Anthony.
No,
I
I
see the
understand.
parallels. You
Right. I
understand what I'm
understand.
saying?
Right.
And
Right.
it's
Right.
disgusting to me. I'm saying it disgusts me.
You right.
Like, I don't like it at all.
yeah, I saw that big girl too. Yeah, it is political. You said it right. That's a
Mm.
good title for you. Political. You hit that one on the nose. That's fire right there. Political said sports is a mirror of society. It is. It is. But you know, political. And I know it's hidden too, but I mean, we see it so much in the male sport. We've seen it a lot, but that's why I say hidden politics and hidden stuff. You know, where they are like, okay, we're gonna release it right now because guess what? We can do that because we can do whatever we want, and there's nothing the fans can do about it. They still gonna pay the money. They still gonna watch the basketball. That's why people be like, hit them in them pockets. But then you also have the players too at the same time. But that's why I say it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's just if you want to sit and think about it and find solutions to it.
Yeah. I'm just sick of all the
Oh, okay,
racial
political.
stuff.
I'm gonna check it out, girl. Let me know, cause I'll be watching it.
Like
Okay.
I know,
Oh yeah, I
I
want to
know
watch it
I'm a
too.
C, I know
Political.
I'm a CC
I gotta
fan,
get your
but
email, political.
at the end of the day, I'm black first. Know what I'm saying, and
Oh
this
yeah,
is just insane work, bro. Like I ain't feeling that shit at all, like
yeah.
at all. And that's why
I
I
don't
was
know, but
hollering
I
at
was
bro
trying to
Claude
find the.
this morning.
I was
Like
trying to
they
find
better
the.
not suspend AT.
I was trying to find the big girl. You know, Miss D was asking about it too. The petition that's going on Threads and stuff. Um, I was trying to find it. Oh yeah, we sure do. Let me see.
And I
Um,
also have issue with the All
is it
Star
her?
voting stuff. Like I'm
Oh
still
yeah.
trying to figure out how Angel Reese is still 7 after 2 rounds, but
Well,
CC jumped 3 whole spots.
from
Like
what
I
I've
don't
heard,
understand.
BD, from what I heard and what I've seen on social media, because this is the type of stuff I'm talking about, guys, where they letting it be known and they doing it in our face. As far as that fan base and or the fake fan base that pretend that fan bases of that particular player is going and opening up several different accounts to vote for that team.
Well, you know what? I think Angel Reese gonna need some bots. I think we're gonna have to start doing that too. It's easy to make
No,
an
no,
email
no,
if
no.
it's like
We
that.
no, BD. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep voting. How you voting? You know what I'm saying? Don't stop doing it because they do it. We can't do it. Look, if we're gonna get something done, we can't do it the same way they do it. We got to be better than that. I know, it's hard, but the way that you win the battle with the enemy is you gonna have to be bigger than what they're doing. You gotta flip it. Don't do what you think and do the opposite. That's what I be telling my mind. Don't do what you think it because you can get in
I
trouble,
mean,
right?
because they changed the whole voting process, right? You got to log into the app, make you an account, and all that stuff. They did that specifically because people were complaining about all the bots last year, right? So
Right.
they
Mhm.
changed the system to avoid the bots. But here you got a person that just jumped 3 whole spots. How you got more votes than Asia Wilson? Like, come on, man.
A
Come on, man.
MVP for Asia Wilson.
How
A
do
player
Aaliyah
that
Boston got more votes than Asia
dominating
Wilson?
the game,
Come
Asia
on, man.
Wilson.
Like, come on. Come on. I'm ready to make like 10 emails now, for real.
Yeah, Kappa, that's what we're gonna wind up having to do. Because that's how they trying to get it in and saying this the most watched. If you know, it's just one look. That's what we may have to do. It's a way to do it. You see how they hit them stores, them department stores and everything. How they did it. That's what you do. You're right, Campbell. Let me see, guys. Oh, hey, Robert. Um, I know Joseph. It is Joseph. I know it's overwhelming, and I know that's why I said we got to figure out a way because it's every day or every week that we're talking
Right.
about this. And that's why I got what Tony was saying yesterday. I don't want to spend an hour and 2 hours talking about this particular player. The same thing I say about
But you know what? Every time is indirectly. Unfortunately, she always in the middle of something, and
yeah.
that's sad. It's
She's
always kind of
untouchable.
negative. Yeah, that's it. Seems
Hmm.
like.
She thinks she
Mhm.
untouchable. Hey, AL 504, how you
Hey,
girl?
hey, Alpha 4.
Hey
What you
y'all.
want to say today, AL 504?
I'm
Ooh, shit,
just
my
want
bad.
to. I'm not gonna stay up long. I'm just sick of the social injustice in the WNBA. How the rules have changed to benefit her, and the other players don't get the benefit. Angel can't even play her game like for 3 minutes without getting all these fouls. It's all to benefit her, to make sure that she on top. CC is the WNBA. What it looks like. And a lot of these coaches all involved with this. A lot of them was on the committee to change the rules to benefit the less energy playing. Basically, they want everything so simple. Just shoot. You can't do anything else. There's no defense, basically. So whenever Angel plays her game, she getting fouls. It's frustrating. It's like it's all to benefit CC. And then you see all of these coaches, about 90% of the coaches is on the committee. So when Angel was
Yeah, I've seen
playing
that too.
Brondello, and I think she's a bully. Brondello,
Mm-mm.
she laughs at this stuff and lets you know she brags. Oh yeah, I had did this because I wanted to set this up to off. I had a game plan for Angel Reese. So she smiles and she's skinny and grins. I think she's a little racist if you ask me. Now look at her.
Right.
But the
And she
system,
enjoyed that Izzy thing. She enjoyed that.
she's racist. And
Mm.
then the black people, they're so damn stupid. A lot of them, they just like a bunch of they be bug dancing and doing
Yep.
what these coaches tell them. But the thing is, I can't believe 90% of the coaches on that committee. So now it's like Angel plays her game, nothing works for her now. It's like everything she can't do her rebounds because they always giving her a foul for everything. I'm just disgusted by it. That girl beat the hell out of Angel basically on the floor. But guess what? We've been signing all these letters and stuff. It's just not going to work because they only care about her. Somebody did something to Cece, they jump quick and fast for Cece.
Yep.
You have to worry about no letters. They automatically just do it.
I know, guys. I know what it looks like. That's good. I like good job, AF504. I like all of you guys is
Yeah, she had great points.
yeah, saying what you gotta say and stuff like that. But yeah, I listen. I know it's hard, but the same way we didn't think change was coming for Angel for Chicago, it did. It just didn't happen in the time we wanted it to. And sometimes that change be taking a whole minute, boy. Well, hours and days and nights to change. But I still some kind of way. I don't know. I don't know how, I don't know when, guys, but something's gonna give. I don't know what's gonna have to be done for it to be done. Because, like you said, yeah, we're doing the petitions, we're using our social medias to speak out and all that kind of stuff. But the hidden people that are reacting behind closed doors really have to figure out what side they on. And if you're not on the side for fair and being equal to everybody, then we in trouble. But like I said, I personally believe change is gonna come. Um,
You so positive.
I AF504. If you don't be positive about anything, it's gonna destroy our mental,
That's
and
true.
that's exactly what they want us to do. They attack for the mental. If you notice anything about the enemy, he goes straight for your mind. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about nothing else. You do whatever you want to do, but
Gotcha.
he's gonna try. Put it like this: he's gonna try to attack your mind, and then you have to remind yourself of who you are, and all that good stuff. So that's what they aiming for, the attack of the mind of the people, because they want us to eventually cave in and think like they do, but it doesn't work that way. We're not. Oh, let me check. Remember, yeah. So what? Okay, let's see what we got in here. I wouldn't be surprised if Angel quit. Angel not quitting, Kish. She's not a
No,
quitter.
no, she ain't gonna
Angel
quit.
far
She
from
shouldn't
quitting.
quit.
They're not going
Right.
to stop. They're not going to stop. What God got for that young lady, she will have. They're not going to stop that, because every time they try to stop, whether they like it or not, she continues to make history. She continues to look. There go another drop on a shoe. There go another drop on a show, a movie, whatever. She continues to accelerate. We just gotta wait in his time. I know sometimes things are quicker than others, and sometimes it takes some time to get things done.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm pissed
so
off with Fee because she's behind a lot of this stuff with these new rules with the coaches by physicality. You know, a lot of things have changed. The game ain't the same no more. As soon as they get in the game, beep beep, you got another foul. As soon as you get in the game,
That's why you know what I did, AL504. I said on Rival was posting on threads. I said, I love y'all so much. I miss y'all. Can y'all do be year round? Because
no, I don't want Angel to go back there because
oh,
he is behind a lot of
look,
this.
even if she goes to Unrival, I tell you something about Unrival was it's the difference. Yeah, we see the some of the same type of stuff, but we don't see it like we see it in the W.
But
And
Phoebe
let
was
me
on the
tell you something,
committee.
it doesn't matter where Angel goes, she's going to face adversity, no matter
That's
how we
true.
try to be her band-aids or whatever. Wherever Angel goes, because she has God's favor, it's
That's true.
going to follow her. We
Baby, you
can't stop
preaching.
storms. And I'm sorry, AD.
Baby, you
Hey,
telling the truth, honey.
504, I'm sorry, girl.
No, girl.
I'm just so passionate about
Baby, but you're
people and I
preaching.
love people. So when it comes to like for me, I know AL504.
I don't know
I'm
about that
telling you
favor,
guys,
baby. That favor
I
is
have
something
not
else.
dropped what ADP has been through as a child and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And if I survive that, let
Yep.
me because I'm like I have a lot. Angel has a lot of characteristics that I have. We are genuine people. We keep it real. We not no backstabbers. We not no people that's not gonna tell you what behind closed doors. No, if I have something to say to you, it's gonna be me and you, right? We're not those type of people. We love God's people. We put others before ourselves. We want to see everybody win. You're gonna win if you in my circle. You're gonna win before I win. You know why? Because I understand my assignment. I'm here to encourage God's people. If I'm not doing that, if I'm not uplifting you guys in the chat or on the panel, then what am I doing here? Because the same way He has my back with the storms you guys haven't seen or never seen, you would be surprised. I'm telling you, you would be surprised when I start dropping those stories of what I went through as a child. And I got one parent that look don't want for nothing on his side. You hear me? And then I got another parent that I don't no longer speak to because of the trials and tribulations of what I went through. And I'm still standing. AO504. When I lost my baby, I said, listen, Lord, me and Jesus had to have a moment. I said, only way I'm going to survive on this earth is you're going to have to save me. It can't be man, it has to be you. And the same way that I want my kids treated, guys, and I want to be treated, it's the same way I'm going to treat other people. Do that mean that I'm not going to defend myself? It take a couple of minutes, and sometimes it don't. I have a right. He didn't say we can't defend ourselves. So don't get that twisted, America. We have the right to defend ourselves. But when it comes to them thoughts of some stuff, just pray for me, because it was some incidents I did, and I'm like, woo, Lord, thank you. But I'm still here. I'm able to tell my story. I'm able to bring it into my art, bring it into the sports and the panel. So that's why I always AL504 that I see the other side of things, because I've been down. You know what I'm saying? And didn't know how to get myself up. So I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to be on both sides, put it like that. Y'all excuse Moo. He just having him a good time. But, I know what it's like to have to go through stuff. So that's why y'all be like, ADP, you always see the good side. Oh, no, baby. ADP done went through a lot. So I get what you guys are saying. You guys have great opinions. You can agree and disagree. Miss D, leave BD alone, because BD gonna be BD. He always.
I know. He know we always do some trolling.
And so we know, we know they're not serious like that, guys. But BD like to have his own way, with his, male ego in America and everything. I'm sorry, BD, but you have a strong male ego, BD. You do. It's all in love, but you do. So, but yeah, I get what AL504 is saying, guys, because she's exactly right. I get what Miss D is saying. I get what Jacob's saying. When he gets hot and bothered about certain situation, he want to crash out. I just say wait for the creative language to 10 o'clock, Jacob. But only time that Jacob crashes out and stuff like that, and I get it, but it's a time and a place for it, Jacob. But I get where he's coming from because you get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of seeing the same thing. And it's not all, you know what I'm saying? It's not all people that's coming, that want division. We got some French vanilla firefighters. That's what I call French vanilla, firefighters and stuff like that out there too for us. So we're just saying what this player has been allowed to do, and it starts from the head. We can keep saying her, but they have allowed this to happen. They have allowed to keep this going, and
Right.
they watch. They're listening, Miss D. You know they're watching.
Yeah.
And
They did watch it. And look, they watched us last night when we said we was mentioning it, all podcasts, but they still did that, even though we know that they was going to probably do some BS. Yeah.
and okay, but and that's what I'm saying, BD. Enough is enough already. That's why this is why people mess around and find out. Because I'm telling you, when people feel like they cannot be touched, and this is not a certain group of race, right? This is you have race on against race too. You know what I'm saying? So this is just for the people that think like that. And you know what I'm saying, want to keep constantly attacking. No, it's time out for that. We tired, and it's always a way of doing stuff. And sometimes, like this particular,
come on, let's go chicken nuggets.
Okay, let's go check your chicken nuggets, baby. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, we gotta let go. What's that song? Let God have his way. Oh yeah, sometimes we gotta do that. I'm sorry, I just gotta keep it main.
It's not right. I'm Italian, and you can't do that.
It's not French yet.
Keep it traditional.
Like 2 minutes.
I mean, I'm a condiment girly, so I get my chicken nuggets. I don't care if it's mom.
But yeah. Free Hooey, Black Panther, what? Oh, BD, you just get down up in that chat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Miss D, and Jacob. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been an interesting day so far. It's weird.
Huh?
I said it's been interesting, but you know what? If NECA and Fee don't say nothing, y'all gonna have to get some new people, some people that's gonna speak up, because this is ridiculous. And I know you like NECA and Fee, but they need to open their mouth.
And the thing is, guys, too, we're gonna continue to see this. When it's enough, see, and this is what irks my nerves. People don't want to do nothing, Miss D, until something serious happens. And then they like, oh, now we want to, you know what I'm saying? Now we want to all of a sudden do something. So what is it going to take? I'm late, but I agree with the well, TW, that's what I'm saying. You can agree. We can agree and disagree. You're entitled to, your opinion about it. I don't. But that's just me. And that's okay, but we were talking about the overall picture. I know, Jackie, you talking about Black Panther. Don't get it twisted, Black Panther. I am not laughing at y'all, because I know y'all still out there. Y'all ain't no joke. I'm just saying. That ain't what they want to bring back, BB, because that's something serious. Secret said, Psalms 23:5. God prepares the table before us in the presence of our enemies. He will give her strength to carry on. I know he will. I seen it too. I seen it when I was in the workplace, how he did it. I was like, whoa. It didn't happen when I wanted to, Secrets, but it happened. Yeah, we need to make a plan and be serious about it and put the plan into action. The only plan, Mookie, it's okay, baby. Felicia, at this point, the only plan we can do is if we fight or boycott, or I mean, that's what I said. It's different ways. Yes, baby. What? It's different ways we can. Okay, baby. It's different ways we can fight Felicia. I see you doing it. Felicia always dropping something on threads and on her channel and stuff. And she's always like, all the threads and some of the people in the chat, we be meeting up on threads because we be liking the same posts and stuff like that. But yeah, I know we want everything to happen in our timing, but we gotta wait for God's timing. We are thinking of boycotting all her endorsements, but Felicia, it's the people behind those. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But you know what? That's just like when people are saying let's boycott Tide and Procter and Gamble and all that kind of stuff. But then they make it where those are the only products in the store. When we start having like, hey, don't come at me, America, because I go to the Hobby Lobby. I do not agree with the Hobby Lobby head behind closed doors or whatever. But until we start having stores that we could shop at that know how to treat everybody, then I have to get my art supplies there. Okay, America, don't come for me. Don't come for me. But we got to do it. If we want all this stuff to happen, we have to start opening up those type of stores,
You hear
grocery
that say
stores.
ADP? Do the
What you say?
locals. If you want to protest, do like local stores, Amazon. If you but we already protesting. A lot of people wearing Reebok and not what. So and then other things that we already a lot of people already doing
Yeah,
it
it's
in the way.
and even if you have to go in those stores, because let me tell you what they have set up. I'm not. I'm like a grandma when I drive, guys. I'm not like my son's fathers and my daughter now. Be like, hey, if you want to get anywhere in Georgia, you're gonna have to move quick. You know what I'm saying? I can't drive no 100 miles an hour in America. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But some people do it. I ain't gonna say no names, and they got them $300, $500 tickets. But I ain't gonna
Uh-huh.
say
Look, I got
I
a
ain't gonna
left
say who
foot.
they
Look,
is on my
ADP,
side.
ADP.
Huh?
You ain't
Huh?
got no left foot. I got a left foot, but I probably
Yeah,
and
they
I
be
on
like
purpose.
all my upstate, all my like upstate, and even Georgia people, friends. What, baby? Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Don't be talking about it's not crunchy enough. They get out there and they make their way. For me, I'm like that nice pedestrian driver. That's why
Yeah, she do some dirty stuff, Christopher, but that don't mean that they went back and gave her a flagrant and a suspension, which they didn't do for Izzy. So that's what we talking about. We ain't talking about Alyssa Thomas. We talking about the whole system.
yeah, the
It's messed up.
overall. Put it like that. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about the overall. Like it's not just any particular. I mean, it's we could put it on a particular player, but at the end of the day, what we're saying is it starts with the head, and people only do what they're allowed to do. That's what at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. And we gotta be careful to say. Put the positive in the chat. Put the positive on your social media. Whether you agree, whether you think something not happened, put that with it too. Put how you feel, and then behind it say, hey, I know it may not happen the way I want it to, but look, all I got. What do you have to lose into speaking positive over something? Right? What do you have to lose? Here, Momo, here go your nuggets, baby. So we're gonna, what I'm saying, like everybody has their opinion, but like, TW, thank you for your thoughts and stuff like that. And I get it. That's why I can't say how you feel about your opinion is wrong because that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? So we are gonna agree and disagree. They are all allowed to do that, especially with someone with a history. You can't talk about anybody's history, Christopher, because guess what? What about the history we don't know about? You'd be surprised about the hidden history of players you think are the best in sliced bread. You'd be surprised. Yeah, TW, I see that. Believe me, Angel has a team of people working behind the scenes for her. Jackie, I know that. I believe that. I know that in the village she have. Cause look, I put under her auntie post. I was like, look, I know, I love the village, that Angel has. And I was like, but girl, you be on point. She be on point when she dropping when she dropping on threads. She ain't gotta say but 2 words, or if she say anything, and just show her shirt. but look, that's the upstate in them. I might be some kid. I need to check that out. I'm just messing. I might be though.
AL 504, you funny. You see what she said?
What she say? Oh, so it's AT though. So it's AT. AL 504 AT is biracial too.
Right. But I'm just saying how she said it. Neither one of them care. Yeah. No, Fee is just too. Yeah. Look. She just wanted to talk about the physicality for her. She was concerned
Christopher,
about that. But
what
that's
we
not gonna
not
help you with
gonna
a chip.
Christopher, what we're not gonna do is try to dwell on somebody else and call them names and stuff like that. That's why you notice I'll say the player, or I say the boy that cried wolf. I'll say different stuff like that. But far as all that other stuff, we don't have to do that to make a point. I am a fan of AT, and some may not, and they may be, but that doesn't mean
I'm
that
an
you don't.
18, but you need to quit doing some dirty stuff sometime. But
I'm just saying,
but right,
yeah.
but
What
in
I'm,
this instance,
yeah, I'm just saying,
right, right,
Miss D,
right,
is
yeah.
that we're
But
gonna.
in
What
this
I'm saying
instance,
is,
it's wrong. What happened to
yeah,
her
no,
in this instance?
yeah. What I'm
If you was gonna
saying
suspend her, you
is,
could have got it a long time ago. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm just saying we're all entitled to our different opinions.
Right, right,
We can
right,
agree and disagree. You can agree that you're a fan of AT, but you don't agree with some of her actions. You can do
right.
that. You're a fan. We can do that. So, um, let me see. That and so that's what I'm gonna leave that at that. Because it's nothing more to say. But what we can't do is down one player for doing it and not the other player that's constantly doing it. See, that's the thing. You turn the blind eye when one particular player or team is doing it, but everybody else is held accountable. You can't do that. If you're gonna be in the chat, keep it real in the chat. Like TW said, came in here and say, hey, ADP, not ADP, but TW said, I don't agree. I feel like that was correct. That's TW's opinion. I'm not gonna argue with TW telling TW not to have that opinion. TW is entitled to have that opinion. Y'all know me. If you know me, I'm gonna see both sides. Y'all know that by now. That's just the type of person I am, because sometimes what you see in a year may not be that person in 2 years, or may not be that person in 6 months. Um, yeah, TW, we gotta, I know, like, the stepsister and Miss D and BD go back and forth, but they're good people. They only doing it because of the passion and how they feel about the game, but it doesn't make one right from the other. They're entitled to their opinions. um and yeah, Kish, see, that's what I'm saying. We can agree or disagree. You're entitled to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying where I come from. Miss D saying where she come from. BD saying where she come from. Jacob will tell you in a minute, whether he try to crash out or not, where he's coming from. Like, you just get tired of it. You get tired of playing race against race, or the race against the other race. You get just tired. You just want. I know we can't have it, guys. We can't have it where everybody get along, but at least give everybody a fair chance. Good gracious. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because who said it? Was it Secrets, or was it someone else said they agree? Kish and Tita. Yeah. So I mean, you could say that, because I know other people are not going to agree with me, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that your whole character of who you are is based on that you agree and disagree. No, that just means we're not on the same.
Hey, HD.
We just
Hey,
got
MSL.
difference of opinions. That's all it means. That's it.
You see what MSL said? He want to come up, and if you want to round him up, I guess.
Okay, MSL, we're probably gonna be up here another 20 minutes. Okay, No MSL, he getting ready to take it to the court. Now y'all want MSL getting ready to come up here and he getting ready to break it down. But MSL, I don't want to focus mainly on one person because we already know what the deal is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
her
saying?
CC, her back hurt because AT bullied her. Yeah, right, right. HD.
So, B Beckham, I'm gonna let my bro MSL come up because he gonna take us through the benediction. Okay, and then we're gonna shut it down. So I'm gonna let MSL cook and say his opinion. You can agree or disagree, and it's okay. Some agree, guys. Some agree with the suspension. Some don't. That doesn't mean that AT is not their player and that they believe in AT. That's not what they're talking about. Some agree and not. I'm very neutral over here. I see it a different way. Okay, but that's okay. Okay. MSL is going to come up here. We're going to let MSL speak, Miss D, and then we're going to land it on out. Let me see. Okay, this link is for MSL only, guys.
I will HD. I send a postcard to her. Not.
Send a postcard to who?
CC. You're like, nah.
Man. I tell you, I need some stronger than this water. Hey, Hall.
Hey, Hall, boss.
And we got a game today. Like we got games every day. And before MSL get started, listen, every team is not going to win every game. No team is perfect, and every team has lost. So get off of the dream top because they lost the game. They're not going to win every game. Okay, I'm just saying. Sorry, guys. Don't come for me, America. I'm just saying. I'm hearing that, but we can't have it both ways. There's no perfect team. Either way it goes. Do we want to see them play great? Of course we do. But you can't sit up there and get mad. Shoot, you try playing b-ball like that every other day. You won't even make it past the first 30 minutes.
He's backstage.
Thank you, Misty. Misty, don't be rushing me, Misty.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're doing the
she always see. I told you that's in Detroit. Come out, Miss D.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
what you trying to say, Miss D? I got my people's upstate too. What you trying to say, Miss D?
No. You doing it? You cooking?
Oh, that's at Detroit. Oh, that's at Detroit.
She cooked the grease.
Why you giving Miss D a hard time, ADP?
Cause she always want to go Detroit style on me. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back.
Right, I need my
well, you could take the people out of Detroit, but you can't take the Detroit out the people, though, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I guess that's why the DC is all up in me, huh?
Yeah, Detroit badass. I've been there.
DC is too.
Right, HD.
No, DC badass. I've been there too. I don't know what y'all been talking about.
That's probably why my history. Go ahead, MSL.
Well, you know it's so funny, right? Because I didn't see the second night because we had a lot of games the other night, and I was watching mainly. What was I watching? I think Minnesota and Washington, and then I watched the idiot Dream game, which I can talk about very briefly. And then I went back and forth some other, the Indiana game I tried to look at, but when I came back, they were winning. AT was playing, Bonner was playing. I noticed CC was gone. And I was like, okay, Cece's gone. Okay, whatever. And then I found out she had a back. But then when I actually saw Broclaw play the video of what happened, I said, oh, Cece must have quit. Like in my mind, I'm saying Cece must have went to them and said, get them out. And then when they didn't, she probably quit. Now, some people say she got to arguing with Steph White and then walked out. But from what I saw of the play before the suspension came, this is my opinion. And just so you know, I just got here less than 3 minutes ago. I don't know what y'all talked about, what y'all said. This is just my opinion in a vacuum. When I saw the play with AT, I said, oh, AT gave her like a shot in the midsection and then pushed up on her neck and pulled up. And if you really watch the video, DeWanda gave her a shot too. They double they double teamed her, and when Dewana pulled her right hand up, she shook it, almost like when you hit a bone and you shake your hand. So, but they did it in such a way to where technically, obviously, no one noticed it or said anything, the refs, during the game. So when I saw that, I said, you know what? It's not something that can hurt CC. It's just more them tag teaming or double teaming homegirl because of everything that went down. And if you remember, ADP, when we were on Tony's show yesterday, Tony kept saying, well, I don't want to talk about that too much. I don't want to talk about that too much. But the problem is it just keeps exploding.
You don't want to talk about that too much because it takes away from, like, when you talk about this so much, it takes away from like the game of you talking about the game and the other players. That's why I said I had to apologize MSL to talking about the other players, because other players are also doing great, but we can't even get on some of those subjects because we're constantly, having to hear about this every single day.
Well, that part I could agree with, but as long as we put it in its proper context, because you remember what I told y'all yesterday, I said this girl is crazy. She's a menace. Like everything I said about her yesterday proved to be true today, because now, and I'll make you laugh. Before the suspension came through, I had said, well, I don't think you could suspend someone if they didn't do it, if they didn't call it on the court. Like, I don't think you can. And then sure enough, within an hour of me saying that, they suspended her by giving her a flagrant foul too. But I'm guessing she got suspended because when you get a flagrant 2, you're usually thrown out in the game. But since she didn't get thrown out in the game, I guess this is a suspension. I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation. So yes, I think Izzy should have got suspended on top of her flagrant 2. But it's possible the reason why she's getting suspended AT is because she didn't get her flagrant 2 in the game. So that could be the discrepancy. But nonetheless, for Stephen A. Smith to come out yesterday and say, oh, is Caitlin Clark being targeted? See, once again, and to your argument, ADP, I always bring up the stuff they don't want to talk about. Well, the reason why these things are happening, because you don't want to talk about DeWanna Bonner hating her ass. You don't want to talk about Alyssa Smith hating her ass. You don't want to talk about Natasha Howard comparing Olivia Miles to her and saying, I got a real point guard now, et cetera, et cetera. This girl, you don't want to talk about what she did to Hines Allen when she was going at it with AT. You don't want to talk about the scramble she had with DeWanna Bonner. You don't want to talk about the idiocy that Hofi did, sticking her hand out like a fool to AT. Like, I mean, let's be honest. What we're seeing is basically how athletes act when stuff gets out of control. And because stuff on that team is allowed to get out of control and the media never tells the truth and talks about what happens, these things keep happening, but no one ever points the finger and says, this is why. That girl's a menace. She's straight up a menace, right? Yeah, they double teamed her. They tag teamed her. However, I don't think it's worth suspending them for, because she was never in danger. She's only being suspended because the media said.
Right, but MSL, they can't do that because Izzy actually had a flagrant and they kicked her out the game, a flagrant 2 on the floor in the game, and then they didn't go back and review and see how she yanked Angel down basically. And they didn't get her suspension, so they can't. How are you gonna go back and see AT when she wasn't called?
I agree 100%, Misty. I agree with you 100%. I think this is crazy because I'll be the first to admit. Do I think that DeWanna and AT did something to her? Yes. However, that's my interpretation. Someone else can see it differently. 1. And 2, CC was never in danger. It's all symbolic. And when I saw CC on the floor, she was acting like when the Incredible Hulk did what he did to Thor's brother. Forgot Thor's brother's name in the Avengers. Man, when he grabbed him by the leg and swung him around and he banged him on the floor. Boom, 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 boom. And then he was wheezing on the floor. That's what CC looked like last night. She was wheezing on the floor. So I don't know if it was out of fear or Loki. Yeah, she looked like Loki after the Hulk slammed him you know, in the Avengers on the floor, boom, boom, in 180 degree, boom, boom, left, right, boom. That's how she looks. She's just wheezing on the floor, looking all pitiful. So the girl is a punk. She's a straight up punk. Whether it's an act or whether this is who she is, she don't want that smoke. Like, she don't want that smoke, but she was never in danger of being hurt. That's the whole point. So I agree with you 100%, Miss D. I don't know how ADP feels about it, and I think you have someone else on the panel. I don't know how y'all feel, but to me, she was never in danger. They didn't call it on the floor at the time, so now you can't retroactively go back and suspend her or give her a flagrant 2 when she was never in danger. If you want to give her a flagrant,
MSL, I've showed the chat from Threads and or whatever that they have it in there where the WNBA says they do have the right to do that. So it's in writing that they can do that. Now, does it make it right? No, but it's in writing. That
okay, fair enough. That it's a philosophical argument that we're having. But could they have assessed her ATF flagrant 1 retroactively? Yes, because she did something symbolic. Right? She had the fist to the throat. I think she had a fist in the midsection. And DeWanna Bonner, if y'all look at the video again, she gave her a shot. She gave her a shot too. And then she pulled up her hand and shook it. But it happened so fast.
Hold on. Whoever has a wrench in the chat, get that bull out of here before he mess around and find out. Don't get it twisted. I'm not one of those keyboard chicks or whatever. You don't know who I know and how I know. Get him out of here. Okay, go ahead, MSL.
Yeah, so I don't like what the WNBA did. I think what happened, and also in their explanation, they're saying, I forgot the exact words, but essentially she had malice and contempt. Well, we know Izzy had malice and contempt, and we saw what Izzy did. So why didn't you suspend her to let everyone know if you do this to Angel Reese, your most recognizable player, your most famous player, your most so-called impactful player, right? If you know this, then why not protect this player? You know, during last night's game, I think y'all all saw it.
I'll pull it up, Felicia. It says that it does say they have a right to go back and change it. In when I pulled it up. Hold on, MSL.
Sure,
but that's kind of weird. I want to see the rules and say, okay, I could go back and change it to a flagrant, but then you suspend.
It says, look. It says this.
Go ahead.
Per WNBA rule, the league office has the option, following its review of any game, to reclassify a flagrant foul or to classify as flagrant as flagrant.
But did they ever call a common foul on the play though?
As flagrant, any foul not called as such as during a game, and may impose a fine and or suspension. They put it in their words. I didn't put it in there. They said they can do that.
What's a call made at the time, y'all? What's a call made at the time, y'all?
No, I was just saying what Felicia.
No, but I understand what you're saying, EDP. Okay, it's fine. Okay, you did that,
No.
right?
I wasn't arguing anything.
No, I know you weren't arguing. I'm talking about the league. They did that, but okay, fine. You gave her a flagrant, but why would you suspend her? Why don't you just give her a fine? Because you didn't suspend Izzy, and she had a flagrant too, and got kicked out the game. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you did it. I don't understand the league. Why would you? Okay, you gave her you felt like she did something inappropriate. You gave her the flagrant, but then you instead of just giving her the fine, you suspend her. That's the point.
And now you're getting the fine with $1,000. Even Izzy could afford that.
Yeah, they did.
No shade.
Right.
No shade. Even Izzy could afford that. If the fine was $15,000, it'd be different.
You set a bad precedent by saying, okay, this player, if you do this to this player, then you get a suspension. If you do this to Angel Reese, you don't get nothing. Like,
absolutely. And it's obviously looks like malice towards Angel Reese because you heard me read what I read on the air yesterday, ADP, and let me see if I think I have it here. I'll say it in front of you, Miss Dees, just to make the point that Angel is a valuable commodity to the league, and you're not protecting her. If I don't see it, I'll just give you a paraphrase. But basically, the New York.
I know nobody's talking about that. I saw
this gentleman in the New York Times. He wrote an article yesterday. Brian Hamilton's his name in the New York Times. And basically the article was about Cece. It was a diversion, not talking about how she helped incite the incident in Indiana. It was more so talking about, oh, will she get her technicals rescinded from clapping her hands? And then within this article, Miss D, he said there's precedence, right? And he says, well, you got the juice, you got the juice. And I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the quote in front of me, but he said something to the effect of Cece's peer, and one of her few peers in the WNBA is Angel Reese. And Angel Reese got herself traded from Chicago because she didn't want to be there, because she didn't want to be there no more. And basically he was like, so when you got the juice, you got the juice. And Angel Reese got the juice. And he said something to the effect of, oh, she has 5 technicals just like Clark, but this is what you do when you have the power. Angel Reese has the power. And the thing I pointed out to ADP and them yesterday was, you notice when she got leading up to the trade, they never talked about it. And you remember what we said at the time, because they didn't want us to know the type of power that Angel had. So they just said nothing. And then when it happened, they let us believe that, oh, she just got traded because Chicago wanted to. No, they all knew Angel generated that trade. The dude said it in the New York Times.
We don't know for sure, MSL. We don't have.
Then why would he? But then why would he say it, ADP? He's in the New York Times.
We don't have the evidence or everything of what went down. We can only.
But the circumstantial evidence says it does, because her agent
your evidence. But I'm just saying we don't know because we weren't told that that's exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want, I mean, if you want to say that, that's fine. But remember, it's a gentleman's agreement. This happens in corporations all the time. You give me what I want, and I won't tell people what you gave me or what you allowed me to do. That's how it works. It's a quid pro quo, right? Chicago's trying to protect themselves, and the league is trying to protect themselves, but she got everything she wanted. Remember, she got offered more money to go to, the team got offered more to go to Dallas than Atlanta. So obviously she chose where she wanted to go. Because if that was the case, why didn't the team take what Dallas offered? So obviously she was in control of that trade, not the team. Because if I'm the team, I'm saying, hey, I'm taking the 3 number ones in Enrique. But she went to a team that best suited her. So, but we don't even have to re-argue that. But it was said in the article.
Yeah, allegedly.
Right, it was said in the article by Brian Hamilton, New York Times, Athletic, and but the article was about why Cece can get away with some of this stuff. But so I brought that up to say, okay, if Angel has the juice and Angel has the power, then why aren't you protecting her? Why aren't you protecting her? If you're protecting Cece, now of course Cece's fans will believe she's not being protected, Miss D, and that's a more nuanced argument. We know exactly. She gets away with a lot. We know she gets away with a lot. But her argument, her idiot supporters will say that she's not. Nancy R. Moore for USA Today, she wrote an article about 3 weeks ago where she said someone in the league office acknowledged and admitted that Clark gets preferential treatment, just like a podcaster had said she saw live, and I think she recorded it, that if you make negative comments, this is what I heard, I haven't verified this, but if you make negative comments about any player in the WNBA on their website, it sticks. But if you make negative comments about Cece, they take them down. They delete them. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. But the point is, they're not protecting Angel Reese in the same way because she's getting killed during the game. That foul, the second foul on her last night in the game from Kayla Thornton, she didn't even touch her. Like she just extended her knee to go after the ball, right? To go after the ball, she bent her knee. Kayla Thornton fell. They called a foul. Dumbass Semesco didn't want to challenge it, and then Kayla Thornton laughed because she knew she got away with something. That's what happens. You get that smug disposition by players when they know they can get away with shit. And if I could talk about the game briefly in 5 minutes, ADP, since I don't know what y'all discussed about the game. Yeah, the Dream was terrible. I don't think Golden State is really that good. They had a 10-7 record entering the game. They're not that good. If you look at their team, except for Gabby and Veronica Burton, who wasn't even playing that well up until that point, they don't really have nobody on that team. They just execute what Natalie Nakase wants. Now, if you want to say that technically their bodies were at 10 p.m., yeah, you can say that. With the West Coast, it was their first. Yeah, you can say that. Angel, yeah, they roughed her up. But what I also noticed, ADP and Miss D with Angel, the last several games, she seemed to play almost a strictly low post game. And I see that it worked well for her when she's going through that streak. But I think she needs to get back to mixing it up like she did early in the season and like she did in Chicago. Because for whatever reason, they seem to give her the foul when she drives to the basket. When she posts up, she don't get the foul calls. Okay, then Angel, then why don't you hang out on the perimeter and drive to the basket? Give yourself an easier chance. Or when the game starts, be more patient and don't try to score as soon as you get the ball. Pass the ball out, make the ball move. The ball will come back to you, because if the defense overreacts to you, you pass the ball out. Now, mind you, they weren't hitting their threes last night, but generally speaking, I think, one, she needs to be more patient when the game starts. Two, she needs to pass the ball as she gets it in the post. And three, she needs to diversify. Now, last night, she couldn't push the ball in transition the way she could have because there were too many fouls on one end and they were hitting all their shots, right? They damn near shot, 42% from three-point land? And the Valkyrie. So there wasn't a lot of opportunities. Now, everybody played poorly. It just wasn't Angel, right? Nas was 1 for 1. I don't know why she didn't play much, but everyone else on the team shot like 30 or 25%. Angel shot 25%, 3 for 12. Everybody else shot like 30% equally as well. So the whole team didn't do well. Is it the end of the world to me? No, it's not, because they're on a 4-game road streak, right? As much as this hurts, if they win the game tomorrow, they win the game against, if they win the game against Seattle, and if they win the game against Washington, which is not going to be easy, but if they win the game, then you win 3 out of 4 on this trip, and you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad, because then that means you would have won 8 out of your last 10 or something to that effect. So we don't like it. It doesn't feel good, but they can salvage this trip if they beat their ass tomorrow and if they win their next 2 games. Or what y'all think?
I don't care. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
And you know me, MSL. You know I'm gonna come like this. Listen. I know, guys, some people like to put up shut up slogan. I know some people like they're getting paid to do this, but mentally that team is drained. Mentally, they are tired. So when you go through those things, you may not have the best games when you're constantly being hit or you're constantly being bullied. You're not gonna be able to just focus and do and play the way that people want to play. Our players are not robots. Yes, they can do better, but they're going to have these type of games. We have to accept they're going to have these type of games, MSL. You know, they're not going to win every game no matter what. But guess what? Through it all, guess what we seeing, guys? We seeing Okot do her thing through
That's
it
right.
all too. Everybody
baby
deserves a
Okot.
chance, guys. The Dream has a great team. Everybody, even though they did not get the win, we get to see Okot and what she's getting ready. You know, the more and more we see Okot, the more and more we see. But we've been saying, use Angel Okot, play them together. I don't know what it is about this league and these teams. You have to play. Look, if ADP don't know nothing else, America, I do know that they need to play their bigs and they need to have those bigs in the game together. I'm not saying the whole game, but I'm just saying they need to play their bigs. I said that, and what happened? Okot had her good game. She had a good game. But you have to do that. Even if Okot made mistakes, she learned. They was like, hands up, hold up, go straight up. I'm like, dang, do I need to go straight up too? I mean, because I didn't hear so many people say go straight up. I'm learning this too. I said, okay, that's what they mean, like go straight up. Okay, I see it. And that's what she did. So listen, sometimes wins are in different ways. Do that mean that they're not that they don't have a win? She won in her own way. We got to see it. She got her points. But listen, they're not gonna win every game. They not perfect. Like MSL said, they'll have a chance to do it again. I see them winning the next game. Because what I notice about the Dream, you could do it once, but then you mess around and find out the second time. Now the question is, did they say anything about Bree Jones coming back? Have we heard anything about Bree Jones? We know
They're talking like July 4th or something, like July 4th, July 5th.
Okay, we know Gray is feeling. How's Gray feeling? So we don't even know if Gray is going to play tomorrow.
They asked the coach last night. He had said he didn't sound down. He said she was feeling good, but he didn't give a report, because one thing I noticed with him, he don't like to say nothing unless he hear from the trainers or the doctors officially.
Okay.
So, his personal response was she looked like she was feeling good last night, but he didn't give a medical report.
Well, if you go back to the last game she was playing when she wasn't feeling good, this is the sacrifice that the players make, guys, that you don't see. And if I'm getting out there, I'm not feeling good, but I'm doing my best. I'm telling you, go Gray. That's all I got to say. Y'all gonna be saying now. ADP know good well. I do. I know good well she wasn't feeling good, and she sucked it up and went out there and still played that game. I know good well when they played the Aces and she threw up on the court, she came right back out there like a big dog, and she went out there and still played the game. I'm just saying, what do you want, people?
Right, she got some toughness. She got some toughness.
Yeah, she got some tough. Let me tell you something. Everybody got some toughness. It's just how they choose to bring it out. Just because the person don't react the way you want them to, don't get it twisted. They don't know how to react.
Right.
I'm just saying. But I mean, what else y'all want them to do? They are entitled. They are human. They are robots. They are gonna have their moments. Okay, they didn't have that great game yesterday. Okay then, America, that's fine. But the way this team has been getting attacked, they are entitled to have off days. You know what I used to give my kids, guys? I used to give my kids when they go. My two oldest graduated, and Casey is homeschooled. But I would give them off days. That means if you're at school and you're overwhelmed, you can have off days in my house, because my kids' mental is very important. You know what I'm saying? When they're going to school. So if my kids say, I'm gonna take a day off, you sure can. Just don't make it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't make it no 5 days in a week. Come on now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But I make sure per month they are allowed to have off days. They're allowed to do it. You have to. I know I shouldn't did that. Look, ain't no perfect attendance here, but at least my kids will know, hey, my mama said, at least I can have my mind to rest a little bit and relax. The Dream just had a bad game. They also been out on the road. I know. That's what's different. People don't realize we 44 games. You know what them 44 games mean? You could be playing back to back. You could be playing every other day. You have to regroup because it's not always the same team. Now, what they are doing, I noticed, is they are making it where they're playing the same team twice in a week. So we've seen it with the Fever, and we've seen it with the Vouts. Okay, everybody's doing that. Okay.
Yeah, because look, the Indiana played
Mercury twice, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Someone else was playing someone twice. I can't think of at the moment. And also, so Dream is doing it. It doesn't always happen right away. In certain instances it does, like the ones I mentioned. But even with Minnesota, they played Washington less than a week ago, and Washington beat them. Then they played them again. That was last night. Indiana beat Washington not too long ago, and then they played them again not too long after, and they beat them at their place. But what I don't like about these games, though, is that you're having 2 games on the road. So yes, on one hand you get acclimated in the environment for the second game, but when do they come and play in Atlanta? So what happens, what I see happen with the league is sometimes you can have a disproportionate amount of games one year and then a disproportionate amount of games the next year. For example, the Fever play in Atlanta later, I think in August. So that'll be 2 out of the 3 games no, sorry. Yeah, 3 out of the 4. Is it 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4? But they play one more in No, they had split. So then there's one more. Okay, so 2 out of 3 games will be in Atlanta. I don't know why it happens that way sometimes, but that's the WNBA, right?
Yeah, they keep changing it up. Look, 4 games at the same time. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird.
MSL, they just treat us in a kind of way. Point blank, they just treat the fans in a kind of way. Now,
but
you got to have your TV screen on, your computer screen, your phone screen, your in the living room screen, your room screen, so you can watch all the games at one time.
Just but I
don't.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, just like when the shows are on, I put one person on the screen, the other person on the other screen. It's just crazy. And it's hard. We support, but they make it where for all the other teams except for one, they make it hard for us to watch the games. But this is what they've been doing since that person entered the league.
ADP, we got a hater in the chat. We got a friendly hater in the chat. Miss old big girl. Miss old big girl trying to talk smack about us.
I got her MSL. She tried to be funny.
Right, because Tony wanted to come up and she like, it's bad enough ADP up there. You put MSL up there, you ain't never gonna get nothing to say. But she can come up. We're polite, right? ADP, we're always polite, right? It's reciprocal.
No, well,
right?
Tony now, I'm getting ready to sit in the chat and go back and forth because Tony now coming on at 6, but she tried to be funny that I was taking over. She was trying to say I was taking over Tony's time. Tony can have time up here because she's a queen. You hear me, big girl? She's
Tony, if you let me come on your show, I'll tell you all that I feel about this stuff.
And look, guys, and Tony be on time, big girl.
All right, don't mess up Tony.
Tony be on time, but guys, it's levels to this content creating. We be having to get stuff straight and sometimes we be scrambling.
well, ADP, I'll make you laugh. Tony, I see you in the chat. This was a total surprise. I had no idea ADP was on. I just got the news about AT, and I was just talking about AT a few seconds before that thing came up. So once I saw ADP was on, I had to get it off. I had to get And if you remember, Tony, we were just talking about her crazy ass yesterday. You was like, well, we can't talk about it too much. We can't talk. The chick's always in the news for the nonsense. But the difference is we talk about the real stuff, not the fake stuff they want to talk about on the news.
Right.
Well, listen.
Love you, Tony. Love you.
Look, MSL make sure. I tell you, MSL, you like this lawyer that's gonna win your case. He gonna make sure he good with Tony. You know what I'm saying? He ain't get ready to let big girl mess up his shine. Big girl.
Tony. Well, me, Miss D, and ADP have no problem coming on your show today and expressing our opinion if you would like.
No, her Tony goes on tomorrow. No, her and Keisha doing a show today.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, that's what I mean. Her and Keisha, that's what I mean.
Full cut trio. Yeah, he's trying to plead his case with you, Tony.
Because there's current events, and this is juicy stuff. See, Tony don't like to give homegirl too much shine, but we not giving her shine. We just discussing current events, right, Misty?
Listen, Tony. Now, I got to go back and stream y'all. It's crazy work. I got to go back and change my title because we did not get to talk about Phyllis Wheatley Waters today.
Oh, Big Dog was venting too?
At all. So
what did Big Dog say,
change my title. I'm going to have to change. Oh, man. I'm going to have to change my title. BD did pretty good today. I mean, everybody got difference of opinions. Some people agree with what happened.
Don't he like the violence?
AT situation. Some people don't agree.
Don't he like the violence normally?
No, he's a CC Glazer. So that's why we were shocked.
So was he mad at AT and DeWanna Bond?
No,
that's not what he said.
But he is a CC Glazer though.
He all right though.
Eagle, you missed it. They would drive me bananas. Eagle, I ain't even got the strong Mountain Dew. I got this all looking healthy bottled water right here. I do got some soda in there. It's pineapple though, but I'm saying when I deal with BD and Miss D and Jacob and all that, I need my Mountain Dew and Wingstop.
ADP.
But look like I ain't gonna get the wing stop today.
But ADP, did I not, when I was on the show yesterday, did I not call it steel cage match and WWE and all of that stuff? I had no idea that Dewana Bonner and her wife was double teaming homegirl on the floor, making her look like Loki in the Avengers when the Hulk smacked his ass up and down on the ground.
Well, BD said that wasn't what it was, though. That's what BD said. Not
well,
BD,
that,
but B
well,
Will.
that goes back
B
to
Will
what I
said.
said. But that goes back to what I said before. This is why I don't think she should have been suspended, because that's my interpretation of what happened. It's not clear to some people. However, what happened with Izzy was clear because Angel could have been seriously hurt. Cece was not going to be seriously hurt based off the cosplay that took place last night between wife and wife. So.
Well,
to me,
look,
but they did it.
MSL, the WNBA done told y'all they don't give a fat baby tail about nothing. You got to say the printout say we don't care. We gonna do what we want to do. Less than 48
and you know
hours.
when that girl busts her head open like she did back in high school or whenever it was, when she slammed her little brother's head on the wall. If you keep enabling this little freak cake. No, I wasn't going to curse. No, I wasn't going to curse. I meant fruitcake. Sorry, fruitcake. That's what I was going to say.
Let me tell you something.
If they don't, and that's figurative, not literally.
I had this student. I had my little students, right? They 4 or 5 years old or whatever. And one of my particular students, they would give me the ones that some people would call not behaving right or whatever. And they would have these moments. They would get help. I had one of my students that was already at 5 years old, you know what I'm saying, doing therapy. But if they have the right people around them, you will see a difference in their behavior. Did I spoil her? Yes, I did. But did I let her get away with what she wanted to get away with? No. And sometimes you have to meet people where they at. Sometimes you can't assume, even though they know better, that they should do better. You can't assume that either, because when you continue to be allowed to do whatever you want, and the head of authorities, whether it's your household or somebody else in a higher position, continue to allow them to do that, you at the end of the day, you can blame that. Yes, they are part of it, but 80% of that is on the people that are in charge. The foundation of any type of learning starts in the house, in your household, whatever you're around, whatever village you're dealing with. So because it wasn't nipped in the bud a long time ago, it has grown, and they're still allowing it now. So until that changes or some things are rearranged, people are going to continue to do whatever they want to do.
But let me say something responsible to the chat, since everybody thinks we're so funny and intense. So let me say something responsible.
You got 1 minute, MSL. It's 5.
1 minute is all I need, though I know Big Girl wouldn't think so.
Ooh,
look, all we're saying is call her out for the stuff that she does and stop talking about the BS, because this girl is the instigator. This girl is the instigator or the source with 90% of this stuff, but the media won't call it out. They just talk about dumb stuff like, is she gonna get her check rescinded, or you gonna suspend AT and stuff? No, it all centers around her. DeWanna Bonner can't stand her ass. Alyssa Thomas can't stand her ass. Natasha Howard can't stand her ass. AT now can't stand her ass. She called, supposedly, allegedly, they read her list. She called AT a bitch. So you call AT a bitch, then you probably gonna get bitch slapped. So you lucky you just got her fist in your throat, because AT could have slapped.
If we tell Jacob not to use creative language into
I forgot.
I'm sorry, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I'm sorry.
It's like a D block. Sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I wasn't there.
I gotta apologize. I can't keep apologizing to you two from the foundation.
ADP, you know I'm good with the language, though. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, from the foundation of ADP's heart, I asked that creative language be used at 10 p.m. Okay.
Oh,
And then,
okay. Now I know. Okay, now I know.
yeah, after hours. And
Oh,
then
no
on
problem.
top,
Yo,
and then,
MFL, look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look what I said.
and then too, you got to read the room with the queen on the throne. You know what I'm saying?
And you are the queen. Yes, you
And
are.
let
Miss
me
D,
tell
you
you,
are the
I
queen. And so Pretty Tony somewhere in the crowd, you are the queen. Absolutely.
Yes,
We
and
salute
you're very
y'all.
creative with your words. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with your creative words. I'm just saying I'm not calling nobody a no bees on here. I'm not saying nothing about
No,
nobody
but
like
that's
that.
what. No, but
What I
allegedly,
can
that's
say
what
is
she
no.
said to
If
AT.
Hey, let's get negative. Let's get negative.
if no, we're not doing that. If you want to hear
ADP. No, he was just saying that
what?
CC said that, but he should have said it. It's not the right time because it's not D block.
Right, there you go, Miss D. Thank you, Miss D. Because if you want to hear a song that got so many of those creative words in it, and I ain't never seen nothing like it, Cardi B got this song. I said, "Oh, America!" Ooh,
she got all her songs like that.
But ADP, here's
no,
something
but one particular I like. But yeah. But yeah,
now here's something we could all agree on, ADP. Real quick, here's something we could all agree on. No matter what the media says, we need. No matter what the media says, we need to keep telling the truth. And I know Miss D agrees with that, and I know Jacob.
Oh yeah, MSL. That's what I'm talking about. That's that dog at MSL. Y'all heard that? That's a mic drop. Say it again, MSL. What we need to do?
No matter what. Sorry, I turned my mic off. No matter what, while you were talking, no matter what the media says, we still need to tell the truth. And the truth is that this girl is a troublemaker. This girl's got some behavioral issues. This girl has a history of behavioral issues. And this girl, whether right, wrong, or on purpose or not, keeps coming up in these racial divides between the players and the fans, and no one in the media or the WNBA wants to address this. So when these things come up, we need to tell the truth. And this will also peel back layers of bigger issues of why are certain women in the league treated one way and other women in the league treated another way? Why is the league still trying to promote white players, even though some of these white players, nobody gives a, oh, I'm not supposed to talk like that. No one gives a whatever about. And it's a lot of underlying issues that need to be addressed. And unfortunately, this girl comes up in a lot of them. And I get what Tony's saying. We don't need to talk about it. We got Angel, we got The Dream, we got Asia, etc.
Hold on, MSL. And then MSL. We get ready to get out of here. Let me say this. Yes, she was. I saw the racist comments towards Kai. And this is something they get all the time. Also, if I draw anything with an Angel, I always delete it so you guys won't see it. If I draw anything with Angel Reese's name on it, they even come for me as an artist just drawing a picture. And I have to delete it because I don't want Angel to come in my comments of me drawing something for her or, motivating her. And then you got monkey this. I'm drawing a picture. These people are so hateful. They don't care what it is.
Yeah, they're not basketball fans, and even if they were, you don't want fans like this, because at the end of the day, they all love to tell us they don't watch the sport, they don't like the sport, they don't respect the sport, so they're just here commenting in comment sections, but they're really not watching the sport.
Political Lil said it perfectly. She said they want to use the culture, but they not respecting the culture's voices. Political. You better go on with your show, girl, because I'm going to treat you like the Hallmark girl. I'm going to have my snacks and Wingstop ready to watch your shows, because you be on it, but you always been like that, girl.
Oh, and by the way, BD wants to reclaim himself. He said he didn't think that, regardless of what he said, and I wasn't there, but he said that he didn't think that AT should have got suspended. He
said that. We talked about it. He already said that. We talked about it and stuff like that. But guys, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. I thank you guys for being on the panel, being in the chat. I'm gonna relax and see what Court. Well, no, because she ain't gonna be on
there you go. You got
full court trio.
Yeah, okay, guys, come to Full Court Trio to watch Tony and Keisha's show. It's going to start at 6:00, and I don't know what they're going to talk about just yet. They may include this or not, but you can also put in the chat if you want them to talk about it, and they'll get back with us on it. I knew this was going to be a Baptist benediction. ADP has said 3 times before leaving. Big girl, whatever.
Big girl mess.
Yeah, political.
Stop
Sometimes,
hating, big
hold
girl.
on, hold
Stop
on,
hating.
guys. Hold on, political ills. Sometimes our biggest problem with some of us is we don't want to support each other, and we allow jealousy, envy, and strife to get in between it. But what you know, everybody has a different way of getting it, but we all can eat. We all can come together and do it. You know what I'm saying? Without putting one down to bring them up. We got to stop that division. We have to support each other. No matter what color you are, we need to support each other in these communities for real, for real. Especially, I mean, in every area, period. And that's the thing. Look, I'm not no jealous queen up here. Like I said, political ill and anybody else, I'm here to support. I support Keisha, Tony, Broclaw, and K-Sap, and Miss D, and Felicia, and all them, because I believe in them. And I know they're going to do great things. And I'm going to sit back and watch because God got me. You know what I'm saying? My time is his, I'm on his time. He got me. But what I have to do for him is make sure that I'm speaking positive over the content creators and uplifting them, because that's just the heart that I have. So we have to stick together. So political Lil, make sure you let us know when you get started. Drop your link. Big girl, when you get ready to do your show, and drop your link. When you are ready, we will be ready to watch. Okay. So I just want to tell you, chat and panel, I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Have a great Thursday, and we're gonna get up out of here and go to Full Court Trio to support. Have a great day.
Bye, y'all.
Love you, Jacob.
Bye bye.
See you.